Hello everyone and welcome back to 27 Fox Place. Just like most days, I just have one load of laundry that I need to fold and put away, and then I can move on to bigger and better things. I really don't have a lot to do today. I need to clean out the pantry and the kitchen, and I wanted to make some muffins and descale the coffee maker along with a few other random things. I found these socks at Costco a few years ago. I don't have a link for them, but they do seem to carry this brand every year around this time. The weather is still pretty warm during the day. The overnight lows usually drop around Halloween, and then the daytime highs don't drop until Thanksgiving weekend. So most of the days are still in the 70s, but it's still chilly enough at night to break out the slippers, and I need to bundle up in the mornings before I take Ace out for a walk. And the nice thing about the cooler weather is that I can get outside and walk more. But the downside is that I have more socks to fold. Of course, folding the socks isn't completely necessary if you have the space, but it does help to maximize the drawer space.
Sparks takes me higher, sweetheart. Let me be close to you forever, ever, darling. You're my sweetheart.
Microfiber cloths are great to clean with and they're easy to care for, but I thought I should mention a few things. First, high heat temperatures can damage the microfiber, so I only wash them in cold water and then I dry them on the lowest heat setting. I also only use mild detergent without any additives, and I avoid chemicals like bleach and fabric softeners. They have a rough texture, which is what makes them clean so well, but that's also why they don't wash well. The textured fabric attracts lint from other fabrics and it can snag on things like zippers, so it's best if you can wash them in a separate load all by themselves, but I never have enough to wash them in a separate load, so instead I wash them in mesh laundry bags to keep them separate from the rest of the laundry.
Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in the trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I fear. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken.
I also use the mesh laundry bags for delicate items like sweaters, and I always sort the laundry upstairs before I take it down, so I keep the laundry bags in the closet. I don't have enough laundry in the hamper to start another load today, so I just need to put away the laundry bags and I'll take the basket back downstairs.
Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me.
The cyclamen always seem to thrive in this kitchen window as long as I remember to water them. Cyclamen normally just bloom for a few weeks in the cooler temperatures, and I have no idea why, but they seem to bloom all year for me. It just seems to be the perfect spot for them.
Who said that the sun would always shine? I'm not sure you realize, but you are giving up. When did you fall right out of line? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily, oh, but Emily.
Now that the dishes are all put away, I need to clean out this last corner cabinet. I need to take everything out so that I can wipe down the shelves. I had intended to clean out both of the cabinets last week, but I ended up doing more food prep than I had planned. So I wanted to finish up this week. We keep all of the baking ingredients in this cabinet. I keep the smaller items on the top shelf because it's easier to see them, and I have a few small bins that I use to keep them together, but the bins also help to contain leaks and spills that could damage the inside of the cabinet. So I try to keep the liquid items like oils and honey inside the bins, and then the dry ingredients like baking soda I can leave on the shelf.
The windows closed, the fear and doubt. I stopped and turned, trying to find out. There might be something I forgot, but all I know is that I miss you a lot, a lot. 7 days of eternity, 7 days in another country. Every cell screams, stay right here, and my legs, they freeze us in fear. We got time after this, but I'll need you as my brightest light. Even in the darkest night, you shine.
These cabinets are always a challenge to organize because of the curved shape of the shelves. The back of the shelf is much narrower than the front, so there's no way to keep things in a straight line. So I like to arrange the narrow bins like spokes on a wheel. The bins divide the shelf into smaller wedges so that I can group things together in the space between the bins.
I'll be coming home, then I'll be at your door. When I'll be coming home, I plan to let you know the longing of my heart, the wish I carry high. Whenever we're apart, it takes me through the night.
I've been adding these glass jars to my collection over the years. I started out with a few hand-me-downs, and I used them along with the plastic pop-up containers. I liked using the pop-up containers until I discovered that they don't have a reliable seal. The glass jars have a much better seal, but the biggest problem with plastic containers is that the tiny micro-sized pieces can break off and get into foods. So I've been slowly switching from plastic to glass. The one disadvantage of glass is that it is much heavier than plastic, but it's also biodegradable, so I think it's worth the trade-off.
When I'll be coming home, I wanna see you play the music of your heart. I'm followed by your light. Whenever we're apart, it takes me through the night. When I look deep into your eyes, oh, when I look deep into your eyes.
I keep flours and sweeteners that I use for baking on this bottom shelf. Refined sugar is the one thing that I store in the original packaging. I've tried storing sugar in containers, but it always seems to clump together. I'm not sure why it does it, but I don't have that problem if I keep it in the original bag. Right now we are out of brown sugar and pancake mix, so there's a few empty jars that need to be refilled. I always wash out the containers before I refill them. If we have the ingredients on hand, then I refill them right away. Otherwise, I just keep the empty jars in the pantry. I love the convenience of packaged baking mixes that you can buy in the store, but I'm not a big fan of the ingredients that they use, so I like to put together my own baking mixes for things that I make on a regular basis. You can do this with any recipe, like bread, cookies, and cakes. I just measure out the dry ingredients for that recipe and then store them in an airtight container. And then when I want to make something, all I need to do is add the wet ingredients. It's a huge time saver, and it's a great way to get ahead of all of the holiday baking. Today I'm making banana bread muffins, so I'm measuring out enough for 3 more batches. I can use the baking mix to make zucchini, banana, and pumpkin bread. I just need to adjust the spices and a few of the wet ingredients. So if I make zucchini bread, I just need to swap out the banana. This is a grain-free recipe, so I'm using almond flour, but almond flour can go rancid, so it will only last a few months in the pantry. So if I need to store them any longer than that, it's better to freeze the mix until I'm ready to use them, but I usually make a batch of muffins every other week or so. I got a little carried away with the cinnamon when I was putting the mixes together. Both banana bread and pumpkin bread call for cinnamon in the recipe, but the chocolate zucchini bread doesn't. I can still use the mix to make zucchini bread. It'll just have a slightly different flavor. This paint marker is my favorite label maker to use in the kitchen. I use it to label all of the containers in the pantry and to record the expiration dates, but I can also use it to write the remaining ingredients and baking instructions on the jars to make things easier. Now that all of the dry ingredients are measured out, I just need to add the wet ingredients and mix everything together. Usually add the bananas along with the rest of the wet ingredients, but I forgot all about them this time. I noticed that something seemed a bit off when I was mixing everything together, so I started to run through all of the ingredients and realized that I left out the main ingredient, so I had to add them in last. Over mixing wheat flour recipes can make the consistency tough and chewy, but grain-free recipes are very forgiving, so it won't affect the texture of the muffins. You can pour this batter into a loaf pan if you wanted to make bread, but I'm making muffins today, so I'm using silicone muffin liners. The muffins bake at the same temperature, but they'll take about half the time as a loaf. So I'll set the timer for 22 minutes so that I can check on them. And while the muffins are in the oven, I can clean up the kitchen and descale the coffee maker.
If you feel lonely, I will be here and waiting for the sun. It's getting closer, but it will never let us down. Here by the ocean, fire is...
I try to wipe down the outside of the coffee maker every week, but mineral buildup inside the coffee maker can wear out the machine and affect the flavor of the coffee. Most coffee makers should be cleaned every 3 to 6 months, depending on your water and how often you use the machine. We have very hard water in our area and we make a lot of coffee, so I try to descale our coffee maker every other month, and I just use a 50-50 solution of vinegar water and run it through the clean cycle on the machine, and then I'll run another clean cycle with just water to rinse out the vinegar. But I was having one of those days when my mind was on everything except what I was supposed to be doing. I almost forgot to add the bananas to the banana bread. I almost forgot to rinse the vinegar out of the coffee maker, and I completely forgot to share my pie crust in this video. Thanksgiving is only a few weeks away, so I had planned to show you how I make a pie crust and store it in the freezer. I had it written down on my to-do list and everything, but somehow I still forgot all about it.
Here by the ocean, fire is burning, flares in the wind. Over the mountains, I see the moon, so it begins. I have no doubt, I know you really wanna stay till
Normally, I try not to wash anything by hand that I can run through the dishwasher, and I don't take the time to dry them by hand either, but I wasn't sure if the dishwasher would be full enough to run that night, and the last thing I want is to stumble into the kitchen first thing in the morning and discover that I can't make coffee. So I took a little extra time to wash everything and make sure that the coffee maker was ready to go in the morning. These muffin liners are so much easier to use than muffin pans. The muffins don't stick to the liners, so that they're easy to clean and they're dishwasher safe, but I usually wash them by hand if I have a dozen of them because they take up so much space in the top rack, but there's only a few of them this time, so I decided to save a little time and put them in the dishwasher.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake the simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious.
I had to add vacuuming to my list today. I'm not naming any names, but somebody has been running around outside patrolling the yard, and he's been dragging in a bunch of leaves and twigs into the house with him, so I had to take a minute to vacuum upstairs. You may remember that I started working on the trim around the doors so that I can replace the baseboards. The baseboards are all in now. I just have to do some caulking and painting. I still have to do the baseboards upstairs, but I wanted to finish up downstairs before Thanksgiving so that I can put up the Christmas tree. I've been putting the zone cleaning on hold so that I can focus on that project, but there's still always a few things that I need to take care of.
Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. mistook you for a dream. The engine glows, and I guess you always seem to know. Hello, Mona. I push back the serious feeling. The end's unknown. To get back the life I used to know. All in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know. We're all in this, I stand alone. Show me where the ending goes. Honest, honestly don't. I should be the last to know.
That's all for today. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications before you go. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I hope to see you next time.